Hey guys, welcome to Cubing with Jagger. Today I'm going to be opening the biggest package I've ever unboxed on my channel, so let's get right into all the puzzles. But before we get into that, I just wanted to mention that 82.5% of you guys aren't subscribed to the channel, and I would really appreciate it if you did. It would help us get to 100 subscribers, and you could join these 15.4% of people who are already subscribed and watching these videos as well, and I would really appreciate it because I have a very special video planned at 100 subscribers, which I really think you'll enjoy. Anyway, let's get right back into the video. Alright, here we go. Opening up the box now. I'm gonna take out all of these puzzles, and accessories for that matter. But before I get into any of that, I just wanted to say that this is gonna be a two-part unboxing. It's gonna be really cool. It is going to be the biggest total unboxing I've ever done on my channel. It's super cool. I'm really excited for it. But yeah, so let's just get right into all the puzzles. Wait, we got bubble wrap. Wow, that was disappointing. I'll get all these out here and then I'll show them to you guys. Alright, and now finally taking out the little receipt and the business card. Right there, pretty standard. And we can get this colossal box out of the way. Biggest ever yet. And let's just get into all of these puzzles. Alright, so I'm going to start off with the gear Pyraminx, because it was already kind of opened. And so I'm just going to take out this puzzle. It is the gear Pyraminx. And I saw this on YouTube, and so I just decided that I'd get it. And I've seen that it takes a lot to make a full turn. Like that there was a full turn, and it just takes a lot to get all the pieces around. And so I'm probably not gonna scramble this up yet because I don't think it's gonna be that easy to solve, at least based on what I've seen. And yeah, so this looks like a really cool puzzle though. It looks like a nice challenge, and I am really excited to get into it and also solve it, and maybe if I figure it out I'll make a tutorial for you guys, because I have heard that it's very difficult. And also, I'm really liking the tiles on these. They look really nice and they feel really good too. They have a nice grip and everything like that. So yeah, that is going to be the gear Pyraminx from Chi. It turns really nicely, and I am excited to scramble it up, but not quite yet because I'm not quite familiar with the pieces. Also, it's taken a really long time to get all of these gears back into place. Finally. And keeping in with the trend here, we'll open up the gear barrel from Chi. Now, I am actually going to mess up and solve this one because I think I should know how to do it. So yeah, it actually turns really nicely. Wow, that's awesome turning for a gear cube. Most puzzles do not turn this good if they're gear cubes. And yeah, so turning's awesome, and let's just get right into a scramble. Alright, so that looks pretty scrambled to me, and so I will just get right into solving it now. Alright, so now we have all of our corners in place, as well as our centers, and now I think we can just do maybe this algorithm to swap some pieces around. Alright, and then do that from a different angle. It is kind of hard to know when you've lined this puzzle up though, because it does get very shape-shifted and stuff. What did I do? Oh, there we go, now we're back. But I set myself back another step. So, there's 1, 2, then once around, 1, 2, once around, and there we go. So, I think if we just align all of these corners now, sorry, I mean edges, and this should solve some of it. Alright, and then we just need to do one algorithm, and this should solve it. Alright, and that lined up all of those, and it's done. So that was a really awesome puzzle from Chi, and I'm really excited to solve on this more, and it's super nice turning. Best gear cube I've actually ever had. And yeah, so that's super awesome, and I'm excited to play with that later. Next up, we'll get into this Z sandwich cube. I just kind of saw this on the cubicle, and I wasn't really sure what it was, so I decided to pick it up. And so it kind of just looked like a 3-layer cube, and that looks to be just exactly what it is. I'll set all of this off to the side, and yeah, so let's see how turning is. Yeah, so obviously there's going to be no PLL on this cube. It's actually a lot like a barrel cube, which I'll show you right here. So I believe these are gonna have the same solve, except for the center orientation that is on this puzzle is not on this puzzle, so it's gonna be even easier. And yeah, so let's just scramble it up and see if I can give it a solve. Alright, now that's scrambled, I think I will go ahead and try to solve it. 3, 2, 1, go. And done. Wow, that was very, very easy. So, I actually really do like this puzzle. I think I'm gonna mess it around with it a lot and see if I can improve my times a lot. But turning is actually not bad. Corner cutting is kind of bad, but not all too bad. And yeah, so we can do algorithms on it for PLL and it does absolutely nothing. Really interesting, and I actually really do like this puzzle, so I'm glad to have it now. Next, getting up into this Twisty Skewb from Chi. So this puzzle is very interesting. I saw it on the cubicle as well and was just like, not quite sure how that one's gonna solve, so again I decided to pick it up. And so we'll take it out of that plastic wrap, and here we go. So this is a very weird shape mod of a Skewb. You basically just twist up all the layers like that as you go up, and yeah, so I might go ahead and try to solve this one and see if I can do it. It does have ball bearings, and that does help it click into place, which is very nice on a puzzle like this. Alright, and that is all scrambled, and so I think I'll just go ahead and try to solve it, see if it does work. So, looks like we need to put that center in, and then we need to put this center in. I'm solving this like a Skewb Ultimate, if you guys don't know, and I do have a tutorial for that on my channel if you want to check it out. And yeah, so that's also pretty cool. This is very interesting, and it's not working out that great for me. Oh, there we go. Okay, so we have all of these centers in, and now we just need to do these corners. Oh wow, yeah, and there we go. It is all solved and looking really cool. This is gonna look awesome sitting on my shelf next to my other Skewb puzzles, which I haven't actually added to that collection in a while, so I'm glad to do that now. And yeah, so that's a really cool puzzle from Chi, I believe, and it is really fun to solve. Next up, we'll get into this DNA cube from Mofang Jiaoshi, I believe. It is the Meilong line, so that is going to definitely be Mofang Jiaoshi. And I'm going to just kind of rip open this box, I don't need it. And so yeah, let's open this up. And wow, that looks really cool. It's also very reflective. And oh my goodness, it's a mod of a mirror blocks, I guess. Wow, this is really cool. Sorry if the camera moved right there. I kind of may or may not have knocked it off of the stand. So ignoring that, I might just scramble this up. I don't think I'll solve it in this video because it's gonna take too long because the pieces are pretty hard to distinguish. But yeah, so this is a really cool looking puzzle, and I'm super excited to figure out how to solve it. I should know how to, but I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, so it looks like it's pretty scrambled, and I'm excited to solve this later. So yeah, that's the DNA cube from Mofang Jiaoshi. Next up, the Nautilus Cube. And this cube, I've been like kind of wanting to get for like a long time, probably a few months honestly, and I've just never really gotten around to getting it, but I am going to do that now. And it looks like a square 1 modification, but it's 3-layered. Oh wow, that's interesting. And so it's gonna be weird, I think, because it's just not like a very like normal puzzle, I guess. I don't really want to scramble this, maybe ever, because it's just so weird. This is gonna have crazy shape shifting and stuff. So yeah, this is gonna be a difficult solve, and I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do it. But yeah, turning is pretty good. Man, this looks weird. And yeah, so this is the Nautilus shell. I don't really know what brand this is, but it's really cool, and I am excited to solve this, maybe, if I ever can figure it out, but I probably can't, so Next up, let's take a look at this mat from Chi. So I'll just open this up quick and we will take a look. Alright, so opening this up here, get all of that loud stuff out, and I don't really have enough room for this, so I'm gonna have to move some puzzles around. Give me a second. Alright, so we'll just flip this over and turn it around, and wow, that's a nice looking mat. This is gonna be super, super nice for solving on a nice surface. So for instance, this is my main here. It is the Yushin Little Magic M. And this is anyway my current main, but that could very well change, maybe even later in this video, hint hint. But yeah, so I'm just like solving, and then I am about to solve it, and then I need to drop the cube to stop the timer, and that is the YJ Pocket Timer for me. It is always kind of annoying because it kind of like bangs my cube against the wood table sometimes if I didn't have this mat, but now I can just drop it and it's all nice and safe. This has really, really nice padding. It's really, really nice looking too. And so I think this is puzzles from the Volk lineup. And yeah, so you can see all these designs right here, and I'll just scooch this over so then it covers the whole thing. But yeah, so this mat looks super, super awesome, and I might just keep it in here for the rest of the video. So yeah. It's a really nice mat, and it looks super awesome. Next up, let's get into this box that's kind of beat up. I think I know what this is, but I'm not entirely sure, I suppose. But yeah, let's open it up. Ooh, yes, this is the Gear Octahedron from Land. Now, this is actually my first Octahedron puzzle, which I'm super excited about, and it's actually a lot smaller than I thought it would be. And turning pretty good, but not the greatest, obviously. But yeah, so I'll just solve that there, and I think I might just scramble it up. It is a little catchy, so I might have to add some lube to this, but I'm not entirely sure. But otherwise, turning is pretty good. Not bad from Land, not bad, not bad. And yeah, so I think if I can just solve this, then that'd be pretty cool. So I'm gonna do a little bit more scrambling, but then we'll get into it. Alright, so I will try to solve it now, and we'll see what happens. Alright, let's see. I don't really know how I'm gonna go about this, but I guess we'll just kind of give it a shot and see what happens. I'm not quite sure how to get all of these centers in place, because it kind of always seems to offset the gear by one, because that needs to be right here and here, but it's over here, and so that's kind of the problem I'm having right now. There we go, we got that edge in, so then maybe we can just do that for all of the other pieces. Alright, so it looks like we have all of our centers in place, and so now I guess we can just try to solve everything now. So this is really interesting, and I don't really know how it's working, so I might have to set this aside for now, but I am excited to try to learn how to solve this one. It's gonna be really, really interesting. So yeah, it's the Land Gear Octahedron, and for now, it's beaten me, but not for long. Next up, we'll take a look at another Land puzzle, which is the Wolftooth Cube. So we'll just get into this. Alright, so here it is. It looks really, really cool. Very spiky. So I believe all we have to do is just, so it's like squares and like a big diamond in the middle. So turning is pretty good, it seems. It's got a really loud clicking mechanism, and it's very, very sandy turning, but I think some lube will make that go away. So I guess I'm just scrambling it up right now, and we'll see if I can give it a solve. Alright, so that looks pretty scrambled to me. So I guess we'll just try to get all of this in. I don't really know what this is a modification of, but it looks like we just have one corner, I believe, flipped. This actually might even be a Skewb modification. Interesting. Oh yeah, it definitely is. That's very, very odd. It's also kind of hard to hold because of its really weird shape. Alright, so there's that square in the middle all solved, and now we have to just see what else we can do. And that messed everything up, so I guess we'll have to resolve the cube part again. Alright, so it looks like we have this all solved, including this, so I guess we'll just see what else we can do now? Alright, let's see if I can do this. Is that it? Not quite. Dang, this is difficult. Alright, let's see, what did that do? So it looks like we have something good, maybe? I don't really know, to be honest. So we just need to swap like a few pieces. That's it. Well, I think this one also might have bested me. I'm just getting wrecked by all these puzzles today. It's really rough. But yeah, it's just taken forever and I don't really know what I'm trying to do. So, yeah, I don't know. I guess we'll just have to set this off to the side to be solved later. Man, it's very, very difficult. Alright, let's get into this Stickerless Cube next. I'm really, really excited for this one because you guys may know that my old Ready Cube, which is right here, is missing a piece, and so I'm actually giving this one away. You can look at my last video to see how to get this one. But yeah, so it's gonna be a nice step up to have a stickerless one, which I like even more anyway, and also get one without a missing piece. So that's really, really cool, and so I'll just set this box off to the side and open up this cube. Alright, so we'll just take this out, and here we go. So turning is just as good as it was on the other one, and so I do still need to, of course, break this in and, of course, add lube and stuff, but it is going to be a pretty nice solve, and so I'll just do a quick one here and show you. It is pretty easy, and so, yeah, I'll just get it scrambled. Okay, so that's all scrambled up, and now I'll give it a solve. It is not too hard, so I'll do it in real time, and yeah, so I'll just make all of these edges in the right spot, and so I can do that just pretty intuitively, and so here's the last one, put that in, and there we go. So now I have these edges to do, and this is also pretty intuitive. Honestly, the whole solve really is, but yeah, so I'll just move that in, and put this final edge in here, and then we just have a 3 cycle. So I'll just do a quick algorithm and it's done. So yeah, I really, really like this puzzle. I've solved it a lot, and I'm excited to do more with this cube. Alright, so next up we have the MS 3x3, and I have already unboxed this on my channel before, and this one is for a giveaway. So again, check my last video, and yeah, so this is going to be really, really awesome, and I'm excited to give this one away. So that's going to be at 100 subscribers, so look out for that. Alright, next up we'll take a look at the YJ Yeet Ball. So this one I've been really, really wanting for a while because it's got quite a name, I guess. And so there it is. We can set off the box and the pamphlet. We don't need that. So yeah, let's see turning. So this is actually my first spherical puzzle. I have a lot of dodecahedrons, tetrahedrons, cubes, and now an octahedron, and whatever shape this is. But this is my first sphere puzzle, so it is literally just the same solve as an Ivy Cube. I'll put a picture of that on screen. But yeah, so it is really, really cool, and I'm excited to solve this. I will know how to for sure. And yeah, so I'll just finish scrambling this, and there we go. So I guess we will just get into the solve. And done, there we go. So that was very, very simple, as I knew it would be, and I was just realizing this cube actually has corner cutting, or sphere, I suppose. But yeah, so that is pretty cool, and so this puzzle is just really awesome. It rolls around and everything. So yeah, that's pretty cool, and I'm excited to have this one in the collection, but it does smell kind of weird. That's the only weird thing. Alright, so let's get into the Cubestyle 4x4 axis cube now. So I will just open up this plastic wrap and take out the cube. So I've actually been getting a few Cubestyle cubes recently, and so I think this one's going to be kind of hard just because all of these centers have a place that they need to be, and so that's going to make it kind of hard. But yeah, I think I might just scramble this up right now. It looks like it's going to be pretty difficult, but I hope I should be able to do it. And yeah, so this is a really odd turning puzzle. Like, it's gonna get super shape-shifted and stuff. But yeah, I hopefully should be able to solve it, and turning's okay. Nothing great, but nothing all too bad. And one of the hard things with this is honestly just lining up the layers to make a turn. Alright, so we're coming up on a pretty good scramble right here. It really got messed up fast, as you probably saw in the time-lapse, so that is going to be it for the 4x4 Fisher Cube. I am not going to bore you guys with me solving this, and just with all Cube-style puzzles, they just have all this grease. It's super annoying. But yeah, so other than that, it turns pretty good, and I'm excited to solve this and see what happens. So yeah, that's the 4x4 Axis Cube from Cubestyle. Very messy right now. Next, let's get into a much simpler puzzle. This is the 1x2x3 from Chi. Now, I do already have a 1x2x3 Christmas tree, and I do like that puzzle, but it's like Z cube, and it just doesn't turn that great, so I wanted a standard one, and so I got that from Chi. And so I'll just set off that box, and here we go. We get some nice turning, and wow, this turns really nice. I will scramble it up, and there's a chance I might even solve this on accident. Like, oh gosh, it honestly happened right there. I promise you I was not trying to do that. But yeah, so it's got really nice tiles and stuff. But yeah, this is a very simple puzzle, and I do like to solve it. And I suppose I don't know if I like to solve this one yet. And I solved it again, gosh darn it. Apparently I really do like to solve it, but I like to solve my Christmas tree one, but now that I have this one, I probably won't be solving that one all too much. So we'll just give it a quick solve right here. Done. So that's about as hard as this one. So very nice little shape mod from Chi, and I guess this is actually more of a cuboid than a shape mod, but yeah, so really cool, and I'm glad to have this one now. And finally, from this part of the unboxing, I believe this is the last puzzle, and it is going to be the same thing. Why do I have two of these? Well, it's the same puzzle, I guess. Let's see. I have no idea why this is the case. So I'm gonna take a look at the receipt really quick and see what happened. Yeah, so I don't really know what happened, but I guess I have another one of these. I might honestly give this one away too. And so I actually guess I don't really know if I'm gonna give it away yet. I might not, but yeah, we'll see. And yeah, so same turning, very nice, and yeah, I'm glad to have this one in the collection, I guess, even though it's a duplicate. But I think that's gonna do it for this half of the unboxing. So I guess we can make a very nice thing here, but oh, it looks like these shades are different. So I guess thanks to the Cubicle for sending me this. It's super nice of them, I guess. But yeah, so very cool, and I am excited to solve both of these, I guess. And so again, bringing all of the puzzles in, we got a lot today, and you will see in a second I'm getting one more. And no, that is not the puzzle I'm getting for my giveaway, and so don't even try to guess it because you won't win, because that's not the correct puzzle. But yeah, so I don't even know if all of this is gonna get in frame. There's so many puzzles, I'm gonna have to like stack them on top of each other. So yeah. Oh, wait, before we go, I have one more thing to show you guys, and that is the Lubicle Speedy I got from the Cubicle. So this was a prize for spending over $50, and so that is pretty cool. It's got this really cool color to it, and so that's really awesome. But yeah, oh, and this puzzle I did not unbox, so we'll replace that with this one. But yeah, so that's gonna be really cool. Let me see if there's a puzzle I should add it to. Maybe I'll go with this one. We'll see if it makes it any faster. So you get to have this awesome shot of a lot of puzzles right now. And so I will just drop a few drops in here. Oops, I kind of got on the outside. I also need to tension this too because it is very, very tight. Alright, so I guess it just says to break it in and we'll see how it goes. Yeah, so this is definitely turning a lot faster, so it lives up to the name of Lubicle Speedy. But yeah, so I will just finish solving this. It's very, very hard, as you guys saw. And so there we go. Sorry that's so close to the camera. I just gotta keep it above all of these puzzles. But yeah, so I will do a quick puzzle count right here. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I thought I had more than that. Well, obviously there's this 14, and that's not a puzzle, but I did get it in this unboxing. Oh, and of course the mat. So that is 15 things. Very, very cool. And yeah, so I guess we'll just move on to the next part of the unboxing. So see you in a second. Alright, now we are into part 2 of this unboxing. So let's get into the second package now. Alright, it's getting opened up here, and yes, oh my gosh, I'm so excited for this. Alright, so we have, of course, the receipt and business card, nothing too special, but we have the Solaritos Gan XS, if I can finally get it out of this. Look at that. Solaritos Gan XS, you can read it right there. Oh my gosh, this is so cool. Okay, I'm gonna open this up and see if we can get a look at some stuff. So we have the awesome Celeritas card. We have another cubicle stand. We have some center caps. We have a tensioning tool, I believe. And of course the cube. And of course this awesome box, I will be keeping that one. So we can set all that off to the side and open this up. Alright, here it is. Oh man, this is cool. Okay, so it's pretty greasy on the outside, all of that Celeritas lube, and so I'm just gonna wipe that off. Alright, let's get into first turns. Man, that is quiet. Wow. This is really cool. So this is awesome. I have not done much 3x3 today, so that is why I'm doing so bad, but yeah, this is a really nice feeling puzzle. So I definitely think this is gonna be my main. It's like super good. And let's just take a look at these magnets. So I think they're on the middle setting right now. Not entirely sure. It's at least what I've heard. So yes, that is the middle setting of the Gan XS. And so I think I like that, honestly. I really like the magnet strength right now. And I don't think it needs to be any stronger. And yeah, so honestly, what's mainly throwing me off this puzzle is just that it is really greasy on the outside because of all the Celeritas lube. And this is just so good, oh my gosh. And also that matte finish is kind of hard to grip, again with all that grease on the outside, but I've heard that that goes away with a lot of solves, which I do plan to do on this cube. So that is just so nice. Let's check out corner cutting. Oh yeah, easily. That is awesome. Let's do reverse. Wow, okay, so looks like we have maybe 5/8 of a piece, maybe 3/4. So that's really good, and I don't think I really even use reverse corner cutting all that much when I solve, but it is a very nice thing to have. So yeah, let's get into a quick solve here and see how it performs. I really like how awesomely soft and quiet this is. It's just like so nice, and it's just gonna be a really nice cube to solve on. Alright, so we have that all good right here, and let's see. I will get out my YJ pocket timer, turn that on, and I think I'll give it a solve now. Alright, 20.92, I'll show that to you there. That is pretty bad, but again, as I said, I have not warmed up today, which probably would have been a good thing to do before this video, because I obviously would be doing a solve. And, yeah, so let's just get this kind of broken in, and I'm gonna break this in and come back to you, and then maybe do some final solves, and that's gonna be it for this unboxing, probably, and there's so many cubes I got today. I'll show you all the other ones that we got right here, just to refresh you guys. So, yes, I drink a lot of water. That is a lot of cubes. So, yeah, I'm gonna basically just come back to you in a little bit with some solves done and let you know my final thoughts. So, yeah, see you in a second. Alright, I'm back and I've done a few solves, and I do really think this is probably the best cube out there. It definitely is my main, and I'm so happy I got it. It's so awesome. And so, big shout out to Twisty Skewb, my sister, who got this for me for my birthday. And also another shout out for her letting me have it a bit early. And so that's really cool. And so I'm gonna do one final solve before I end off this massive unboxing. And so, yeah, let's just do that now. Alright, so I'm gonna mess it up and we'll see how it goes. Alright, 3, 2, 1, go! Alright, 20.17, I know I'm gonna do better than that, so I'm just gonna do another solve. Alright, so just before I end off this video, I do want to show you that I'm not trash. It's just that cube was really greasy out of the box, and I just didn't really know how to control it that good, but I have messed with the magnet strength and made it just so I like it, and so I'm gonna do one more solve for you guys, just to show you that I'm not bad. Okay, so here we go. I'll turn on this timer here and we'll get going. And apparently I'm already going. So 3.18, there you go guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. Just kidding, we're not gonna do that. Alright, 3, 2, 1, go. There we go, 15.93. And so I actually did get a 9.46, maybe 4 second solve on this. I'll put a picture of that on the screen right now. It was super awesome. And no, it was not that scramble, it was the one before it. And I could put it on screen, but I'm not going to because that's too much work, so. Also, there was another pretty good solve, 14.51. I just saw that it was a pretty good scramble, so I turned the camera back on. But yeah, so there is that for you. But yeah, so this is definitely my main. It's such an awesome feeling. I like can't stop turning it. And so yeah, that's really gonna be it for this unboxing. I hope you guys enjoyed it. It's been very awesome, but also very expensive. So it'd be really awesome if you could subscribe, all that good stuff. And so I'll just get all the puzzles in frame here. And then before I end it, I do want to do one final puzzle count because that is a lot of puzzles. So, let's see. We obviously have this lubricant, and then we have
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
And then I don't have the gear Pyraminx with me right now, but that is 13, and then 14, and then I think Matt is 15, and there's probably something else in here. I got so many I don't even know. So, yeah, that is basically going to be it for this unboxing. I really hope you enjoyed it. It's going to be a lot of editing, but it's also going to be super cool. So, apparently with that 3.9 time that apparently I just got doing nothing, let's end off the video. So, thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. You know what to do. Anyway, don't twist any corners while I'm away. Bye!